everybody, and welcome to Art Happy. Thanks for joining us today. Today we are going to be painting this beautiful abstract sailboats painting. It's easy and fun, so let's get started. So the first thing you're going to need is you're going to need your white paint, you're going to need orange red, you're going to need acid blue or a light blue, you're going to need a navy, and you're going to need yellow. Okay? So we're going to start by putting some of these paints on our palette. So grab your red first. All right, I'm just going to do one little dot of red. We're going to set him aside. We're going to do orange red. Here. I'm going to do a dot here. I'm going to do another little dot down here. And we're going to do another little dot right about here. Just some dots, not too big, not too small, just like a medium little dot. And one small one on the bottom. Oops. There we are. Okay. And then the next color we're going to grab is the yellow. I'm going to put some dots on the canvas right here. And right up here at the top in the corner. We're going to do one right about here. And here. And then another one down here. And one about here. Okay? If you'll notice from our painting, we are kind of repeating the same thing at the top and the bottom because it's going to be a reflection in the water. Okay? So our next color you're going to grab is the white. We're going to do a lot of white here to kind of lighten up our background. So I'm going to just point and drag a little bit right here. I do some right there, one over here, and one here, and one big one in the middle like that. There you go. And one down here, and one here, and one here. Maybe a little guy over there. Okay. All right. And then the last color we'll need for the background is this blue. Acid blue. It's a lighter blue, pastel blue. And we're going to put one here, just like this, and one right here. Squeeze from the bottom and you'll get a lot better result. I'm squeezing like a toothpaste tube, which my husband always tells me, don't squeeze from the middle, squeeze from the bottom. Here we are. Here we go. Okay, so we've got our paint on our palette. Next thing we want to do is we want to just grab our palette knife, okay? And we're going to spread the paint, and we're going to start with the white, okay? So we're just going to spread the paint across your palette like this. And we're going to just start with the white, and we're going to work down to the darker colors, okay? So here we are. Just going to spread that, grab a little bit of the yellow. Okay, a little bit of that, a bit of the white down here, grab a little of the yellow again. As you can see, I'm still using the yellow and the white. Now I'm going to pull in a little bit of the other colors. Red, a little bit at the top. make sure you pull it right to the edges of your canvas. I'm going to grab another white one, put it right here. Right there. All right, like so. Okay, and then I'm just going to grab the blue, get that started all the way across, like so. Maybe a little bit in the skyline here. Okay, so I'm going to throw this in my water, and I'm going to start spreading it and kind of just blending my sunset skyline. Okay, so just make sure you blend it really good. Pulling it out to the edges. White because our sunset has a little bit more of a pastel background. There, that's a little better. Okay. Plus you want to make sure you got enough paint on the canvas so it blends nice. Nice and easy. Your sunset isn't going to look exactly like mine, even though you followed my directions to a T and putting the paint on the canvas. It's just going to lay just a little bit different. And we know that our sunsets every day, when God makes a sunset, He doesn't make them exactly the same every day, does He? As you know. They're all beautiful though. Starting a nice blend down here. Continue to blend. Just a little bit of white, a little bit of water on my brush so I can blend the background a little bit better. There you go. Just keep the paint wet and it'll blend a lot better for you. Just make sure you get it all the way to the edges of your canvas. Don't leave any white sticking out there. Together here. A little bit more water. Keep wetting the brush. Keep it nice and wet. Blending on your canvas. Almost done with our background here, but keep going. a little bit lighter. Lighten up this space and this space, just a hair. And you, when you're painting your sunset, if you're enjoying what's going on with yours, you don't need to add the white. Just depends on how yours looks. I want to make sure mine is a little bit lighter in the background so that we can see the detail of what we're going to put in the foreground, which will be our sailboats. So this should be at the bottom, should mirror what's going on at the top, and as you can see, it is doing that. Looks different than yours, I know, but I'm sure yours is coming out just beautiful with all the colors. So keep going. Getting there. We're almost done with our background. Hang in there. If you'll notice in your kits, I've included a finished painting of what it would look like, but mine right now that I'm working on doesn't look exactly like that one either. So you can see the changes that'll come about just by the paint and what would go on with that. So, okay. Just gonna, okay. All right, I'm gonna give you guys some more time to finish up your background of your sunset, blending really well, and then we'll go on to the next step. Okay, we're back. I hope you got your backgrounds all blended and you're ready to go to the next step. All right, so the next step we're going to do is we are going to take our navy blue and we are going to put some of it on your paper plate, which is our palette. Okay. Put some paint out on the palette, just like this. You can see that. And at the same time, we're going to grab our white. Oops. We're going to need that in a minute, so we're going to put that on our palette just like this. Okay? Okay. All right, so we grab your palette knife, all right, and we are going to map out our sailboats with the palette knife. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to grab some paint with your palette knife, just like this, and you're going to slash it across right about midway down on your painting, okay? Just like that. And this is going to serve as our horizon, or our water line, if you will. Okay. Just a little bit on the edge here, like so. Grab some more navy. All right, so we're going to take the navy. We've got some nice navy slashed across the middle. That's where we left off here. And just a little bit over on this side too. Don't forget the other side here. Okay, now we're going to take some navy on the side of our palette knife, and we're going to map out some of our sailboats. So I'm going to have one right here, a mast, right there like that. And then you're going to touch it down at the bottom here as a reflection. Right there. Good. I'm going to put another one over here. Like that. Grab some more paint. And you're just, what you're doing is you're just touching lightly on the canvas to map out your masts, okay? You go back for some more paint. And if you have never used a palette knife before, you might want to take some of your paper towel and just stretch it across your table and then just practice a little bit, just a few times to get the hang of it before you get onto your canvas, okay? Just so that you're confident. All right, we're going to just touch down and make a couple more here, just like so. All right, I'm just going to put a little guy in the center here, kind of in the distance. And we're going to do a few of these at an angle to just show a couple more masts and lines. We are talking about an abstract, so it's a very loose style. It's not real picky or fussy. Okay. Just like that. All right. Good. Okay, now we're going to take your palette knife and you're just going to wipe that off, and then you're going to take your white. So hold on a second. Let's get this off. Dip it in your water so you can clean the navy blue off. Okay, now we're going to go into our white on the palette here, just like this. You're going to grab some white, and now we're going to make some waves. Okay, so we're going to create some foreground in our waves, just like this. Don't do a solid line all the way across. That looks strange, and that's not what your natural waves would look like. So you want to avoid doing that. Just touch here and there. Give yourself some nice waves. Okay, there's a little guy right here waving out to us. All right. Now we're going to put some in the foreground, just bringing it a little closer, and just like that. Okay. And a few more here and there. All right. Okay. Okay, so now what we want to do, clean that palette knife again, dipping it in the water, make sure we got all the white off. Hope you got lots of paper towels handy. I use a lot of them. I'm messy, very messy. Okay, so let's go back to our navy again, and look, what we're going to do is pick up some paint on the back of the palette knife. What you're going to do now is you're going to lay your knife on the side, and you're going to just pull over a little bit, okay, just like this. Pull just like that. That's just to do the shadows of the sails, okay? And the same thing at the bottom. Just get a little bit here and there. That's good. Okay? And it's a little bit on this one, like so. Okay. Now, I'm going to just give you a few minutes to catch up, and we'll come right back. Okay, we're back again. So, hope things are going well on your end. We're just about ready to complete this project. We've just got one more step. So grab your palette knife again, and you're going to want to get some white again. And this step can be done with a palette knife, or if you want to cheat a little bit or you're not feeling comfortable with a palette knife, you can use your number 2 paintbrush, and that'll work just as well. So grab some paint, and we're going to put our little moon in right here, like so. Put our sky, just like so. Yeah, good. And then you're going to grab some more paint on your palette knife, and we're going to put in some more waves. Okay? Hold on a minute. Okay. Grab some more paint on your palette knife. You'll want to grab some white, and you're going to put some more waves in the center here, in the foreground, or background and then foreground. Okay? So we're putting some more waves in the center. Right here. Just tap a little bit to make the smaller ones. Now we're going to put some white on the sails, just a little bit, just like that. So taking some paint on the side of your, I'm going to show you here, on the bottom of your palette knife, grab some paint, and then you're going to place it and drag. So just place a little bit and drag, just like that. Same thing over here. And then over here on your large sailboat over here, I'm going to do the same thing. There you go. And then down here on this one, like so. Just like that. Okay. Now, I'm just going to take a little bit on the very end of my palette knife, just like that. And I think we are pretty much done here. All right. Well, thank you again for painting with us today. I can't wait to art happy with you again soon.